If you want to skip buddy time and go right to the horror game itself, go to the timestamp right here. Hey friends, I'm happy to see you. It's time for another disturbing adventure together. Today we're playing a horror game called The Princess Factory, and it's an expanded version of one of the games we played in a previous episode of Behind Closed Doors called The Cinderella Factory. Before we get started with the game itself though, of course, we gotta have buddy time. And for today's buddy time, I think I'd like to read you guys something that one of the viewers sent me. I'm gonna keep things anonymous for everyone's protection, but yeah, maybe we'll read some more things like this for buddy times in the future. It says, "Hey BigGaming, I've been watching your videos for a while, at least 4 years since I started in undergrad, and I'm in law school now. Thank you for getting me through my hard times. I won't go into the full story, but your buddy time and playthroughs genuinely brought me out of the most massive depressive rut I've been in. They helped me find purpose, and I'm finally pursuing what I'm passionate in. Thank you, BigGaming, for genuinely changing my life. I'm about to be a lawyer in a year, and thanks to you, and I want to change kids for the better. Thank you." I never in a million years thought these moments would connect with so many people in such meaningful ways. But what something like that tells me isn't just that the buddy times are special. What it really tells me is that all of you are capable of incredible things beyond your wildest dreams. Even if right now you're in the worst mental state you have ever been in, this is not the status quo for the rest of your life. It is not the end. You can climb out of this one step at a time. Friends, you are not the sum of your darkest times. You are a light, and I promise you things are gonna get better. Please be patient and kind to yourselves. I love you all, and I hope you're safe. Welcome to the Princess Factory. Okay friends, here we are. This is an expanded version of a game we played in a previous episode of Behind Closed Doors. It used to be called The Cinderella Factory. Now it's The Princess Factory, and it's turned into a complete and full game. Let's jump in. The first and last day of Deverell Mountain's operation is still remembered as the most disastrous theme park opening in history. The circumstances behind the park's failure remain unclear, and demands for truth and justice from the families of those who went missing that day have yet to be satisfied. Filmmaker Paul Deverell, as well as his sister, the famed inventor Sylvia Deverell, were the masterminds behind this park, having previously produced a series of stop-motion animated films based on fairy tales, all of which proved to be financial failures. They eventually hit upon a new plan, which Sylvia would only say was inspired by a book. I wonder what book that would be. The Deverells believed that they could both promote their films to a wider audience and create a brand new income stream using the park, which featured animatronic characters based on the princesses from their movies. Sylvia Deverell crafted an automated repair and replication system for the park, allowing new animatronics to be built and maintained without any human input. I'm sure nothing will go wrong there. The secretive inventor refused to elaborate beyond this brief explanation, beyond occasional allusions to a silent partner in the enterprise. However, by the end of October 19th, 1958, the Deverells had both disappeared along with everyone else who visited the park that day. Everyone, that is, except for one survivor, an 8-year-old boy named Ben Norwood, who had been brought to the park that day by his sister Katie, one of the park employees. Ben was questioned extensively by the authorities, but told everyone that he had no memory of the events that day. Today, the park remains closed to the public and carefully guarded by what appears to be a team of government agents. Sylvia Deverell's work, now largely regarded by experts as either decades ahead of its time or complete hoax, has been lost to history. Various urban legends have sprung up regarding the park, mostly inspired by similar disasters in other establishments with animatronic mascots, but no evidence has been found thus far to corroborate popular conspiracy theories. Ben Norwood's current whereabouts are unknown. And here we go. Day 1. So yeah, I think this is going to take place across 4 days according to the Steam page, but let's just get into it. All I remember is pain. Something hit me on the back of the head. Hard. I don't remember. Wait. The park. I came back. After 16 years, I came back. I have to find my sister. I know she's still here. The dreams. I know she's still alive somehow. Even after all these years, even after that terrible day. But this isn't the park. This is some kind of factory? I think I almost remember being dragged down some stairs. Underground, maybe? What is this place? And that's why it's called The Princess Factory. Welcome to your new job at the Princess Factory. You must check each animatronic for errors before approving or rejecting it using the buttons on the control panel at the bottom of the screen. Each animatronic will either be completely normal or have one anomalous element. If the animatronic is normal, click the Approve button. A normal Cinderella animatronic will now emerge from the factory. Look it over to familiarize yourself with it. Pay particular attention to its physical appearance, its costume, and its audio, which you can listen to by clicking the Test Audio button on the lower left of the control panel. When you're finished, click the Approve button. Okay, so we have played this before, and I think the gameplay is largely the same. Let's listen to the audio. Beautiful. So that is what normal audio should sound like. Anything else is wrong. We'll approve. Not so fast. In addition to physical, costume, and audio anomalies, you'll have to check for one more type. What was that sound? Data anomalies. The database entry in the park systems for this particular animatronic will now print out on the right side of the control panel. Once it's ready, click on it to get a better look at it. Pay attention to the date of manufacture, DOM, and 9-digit serial number. Okay. Now, click the Scan Data button to scan the animatronic. Another card will be printed with the date of manufacture and serial number coded into the animatronic itself. This scanned data must match the database entry card you have already printed. If not, you've got a data anomaly and you must reject this animatronic. And we also have to select which one on the left here is the reason for a rejection, if there is one. So we'll scan it. And everything, oh no, the serial number's wrong. So we go to data, reject. Oops, it looks like the data on this animatronic is incorrect. It will have to be sent down the rejection chute for processing. There you go. It's extremely important that you correctly identify what kind of anomaly you're rejecting. Mess that up and our people in reject processing won't know what they're getting into. There are 3 kinds of mistakes you can make. Approving a flawed animatronic, rejecting a flawed animatronic but selecting the wrong anomaly type, rejecting a normal animatronic. Note, there are no anomalous variants of song audio. So if the animatronic is singing, feel free to press stop instead of listening to the whole audio every time. You can only make 5 mistakes before... Get out, get out, get out. Right, so 5 mistakes, we don't want to know what happens. Here we go. Looks good. We'll scan. Okay, that looks fine. Good. Approve. She's good. Next. Okay, no gloves. So physical. We don't even need to scan. Physical, reject. Oh no, costume. It was costume. It was costume. Okay. What? Wait, is her necklace this big normally? Okay, those are good. I think she's fine. I think her necklace is that big normally. Yeah, it is. Okay. Everything looks good. Fine. Scan data. It's interesting. Like, I wonder what kind of strange tech they were using to create these princess animatronics without any human interference. Okay. Normal looking animatronic. I think each day is also supposed to add new ones. 289, okay, good. Approve. I'm not sure if I got that other one wrong. It doesn't look like there's something telling us whether or not we got things wrong or right. Okay, this is fine. Scan. Good. Approve. Approve. Huh. We've had no like errors other than the gloves. Am I missing something? Everything looks fine so far. She's singing her song. These are matching up. Maybe day one's supposed to be pretty easy. Normal. Wait a minute. I haven't been checking the earrings. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, 8975. Approve. Good. Does she have earrings? Yes, she does. She does. Scan. Yes, yes. Good, 6'9". Okay, that's fine. Most of these are fine. Yep, this is normal. That's good. 86422. These all look good. We might get lucky. I think the game's going to get a lot more difficult once they start having multiple different types of princesses. For now, though. 58. Yep. Good. Approve. How many do we have to... Oh. She's frowning. Physical. Reject. We don't need a princess that frowns. It's not good. Okay. This is fine. Yes. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now my brain is playing tricks on me. Isn't she supposed to be smiling? Yeah, something's not right. I'm gonna... Wait, am I wrong? Let me go with physical and reject. Oh! It's the mimic from FNAF at Freddy's. Physical, reject. That's an easy one. Yeah, okay. They are supposed to be smiling, so I was right. Good. Test audio. Also, when she was singing before, she didn't open her mouth, which was something else I should have looked for. This is fine. Approve. And another one? Good God, how many do we have to do a day? This is quite a lot. Okay, this looks fine. We've had no audio issues so far. Approve. Maybe this is going to be one of those games where we can talk about some other stuff on our minds while we play. You know, we don't have to only talk about the game. I think that's kind of what makes these videos special in a way. Okay, 631782, good. One of the things, like, I'm very newly a part of this whole, you know, full-time content creator sphere. I for the first years of my content creation time, I always had a full-time job. And it's interesting because this has been an adjustment period. Every part of my life and every part of my existence was always given to the channel, basically. And I happily did it because I you know, I love it. It's what I believe I'm here to do. And it's odd adjusting now to trying to have a balance, right? Because balance is important. And I'm trying to learn balance in a healthy way, right? Like, balance isn't, oh, okay, I work for 14 hours a day and I have an hour to myself. I made 3 mistakes. Oh my goodness. You can only make 2 more mistakes? They don't reset from day to day? Oh my billet. So yeah, I'm trying to teach myself how to have balance in life, and the thing I'm starting with is reading. Nighttime reading, I think, is a good way to ground yourself, so I'll keep you guys updated on how it's going. Here we go, day 2. No way out. I've tried all the doors. The place is locked down tight. All I can do is obey the instructions I've found on pamphlets scattered around here. I could just ignore them, of course, but somehow I know that would be a mistake. I hear things. Scratching in the walls, whispers from whatever dark caverns these animatronics are coming from. There's something in here with me, something alive, and the only way I can hold it back is to do this bizarre job. It's a dirty job, but someone's gotta do it. After yesterday's shift ended, I managed to find some food and water thanks to an old vending machine. Even though it's broken, it looks like it's been restocked lately. But by whom? This morning I found 2 strange notes lying on the floor. Ooh, some more lore. Oh. Approve 10 animatronics with my mark. That should be enough for me to break free. You won't be punished for making errors when you do that. What? No, ignore her. Report her marks as errors, costume or physical, accordingly. What? Approve 10 princesses that bear my sigil, and I will finally regain my power. No harm will come to you if you make these mistakes. Okay. What on earth is going on? Report her marks as errors. Approve 10 princesses that bear my sigil, and I'll finally regain my power. So do we have some sort of a choice we can make? I've also found a new instruction pamphlet. Congratulations on making it to your 2nd day at the Princess Factory. Time to ramp things up a bit. In addition to Cinderella, you'll need to start approving another type of animatronic. Talia, also known as Sleeping Beauty. The first animatronic you'll approve will be a normal version of Talia. Pay close attention to her appearance and her audio so that you'll be able to spot anomalies. Once you're done, approve her and the real work will begin. Okay. First, we need to decide what sigils we're going to approve or deny. I think I'm going to just start with the first one, the squiggly ampersand kind of symbol. I think that's what it's called. Okay, Sleeping Beauty. You look sleepy. Right. Okay. Okay, you look normal. You do have very small gloves, and you have a diamond necklace and diamond earrings. These are the things we need to pay very, very close attention to. We'll go ahead and approve you. So now we're going to have, like, a mixture? Okay, looks good. And does she sound the same? She doesn't. It sounds a little more muffled. Sylvia, we need to talk. I'll meet you in your office tonight. Who said that? I'm going to reject based on data. How about that? How about we do that? Okay, here's one of the symbols. Here we go. This one we're rejecting. Based on costume. And this one we are approving. Right? We just approve it? Because we want to approve 10 of these? I think so. What's going to happen? Okay, this is normal. I keep getting fooled because this looks kind of large and in charge. Jarvis, there are no ghosts here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reject that. Somehow I doubt that. All right. Looks good. Audio. Okay. Just do a quick scan there, and we're good. I'm very curious, like, I'm someone that, for me to operate my best, I'm a very routine-based person. We're gonna go ahead and approve. I'm a very routine-based person, and for me, sometimes, like, during big transitionary periods in my life and during big changes in my life, it's hard to get back into a routine that I actually enjoy. So I'm curious, like, how do you guys stick to a routine? What are some of the things you all do? I would love to know that, honestly, because, of course, I'm very curious about the endeavors and pursuits you guys are up to. I love being updated on the things you're working on, your art and stuff. So many of you are artists. So many of you are creators in different ways, you know? And it's inspiring. I never get tired. I'll tell you guys a little story here. You know, I go to conventions, and I get to meet you guys sometimes at these conventions, and it's wonderful. It makes me really happy. Okay, this we want to reject physical. Yes. It makes me happy. And anytime I get to meet any of you,
Many voices.
like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, anytime I get to meet any of you, it's amazing because you're telling me how much the channel means to you, and I can see the sincerity and I can see the emotion in your face, and it's heartwarming. It makes me feel like I am doing something right. Oh, that data's wrong. It makes me feel like I am doing something right because I struggle a lot with self-doubt, and I struggle a lot with thinking that what I'm doing isn't good enough or is never meeting my standards. And anytime I struggle with that, whether it's in person or the comments or, you know, messages on stream in the stream chat,
The foolish prince bent forward to steal a kiss. But as his lips were about to touch those of the sleeping beauty, her eyes flew open, deep, hateful pools of red. Instead of soft flesh against his mouth, the prince felt long, sharp fangs slicing into his face.
still kiss though. Still got a kiss from a beautiful princess. Princess on high, it is big gaming, and I am nigh. One smooch between you and I baked you an apple pie. Okay, audio error. That was cool. I love some of these anomalies. They're so cool, and again, they're building the story. Very, very cool stuff. But yeah, it's like, I'm always reminded that...
Foolish prince.
Okay, we already heard this. I'm always reminded that even during the times I feel the worst about what I'm doing, it is special to someone. It is special to somebody, and that is what matters. That is really what matters at the end of the day. Because, you know, I am going to be biased against myself. In many ways.
Look, kid, your sister is dead. You should leave now before it's too late.
Don't tell me what to do. So, thank you all for keeping me grounded, and thank you all for your kindness. Both in person and over the messages and the comments. It really means a lot.
Then please, just let me go and live your life.
Now they're trying to pretend to be Sylvia. This is crazy. So yeah, of course, even if it's not related to what we're talking about with the game or the buddy times, I love being updated about your interests and your passions and what you're working on. I love that. I think it motivates all of us, you know? Everyone can see that and be motivated by it. Approved. Wait, did she have a necklace? I don't remember. I might have gotten that one wrong. Oh, blue gloves. Your costume's wrong. Go back and change. Your costume is wrong. Your gloves should be a cream color. And then we're rejecting this based on costume. So I'll have to do a second playthrough where I do the other symbol. Which should be... ooh. What did they do to your face? What have they done to your face? Physical, reject. Here we go. Okay, I did make a mistake. You can only make one more mistake. You gotta be kidding me. Another full day, and I'm still trapped. I don't know how much longer I can stand this. Oh, God. Another pamphlet. Time for a third princess. Now, in addition to Cinderella and Talia animatronics, you'll be approving Amelie, or the Little Mermaid. You know the drill by now. The first one you'll be checking will be a normal Amelie, so don't miss any details. This is not good, guys. I am cooked. I'm cooked. Okay, this looks pretty normal. Keep in mind there are no gloves, but there are 2 small golden bracelets. So let's remember that, friends. Okay, let's see what we got. I am very nervous, though, because apparently, like I hope the whole game doesn't reset if I lose. Reject that. This looks completely fine. Audio's good. Okay. 6, 7. Did y'all hear something? Anyways. Just checking the database entry. Nothing unusual. Just, you know, just some numbers. Just 2 numbers together. Nothing crazy. Okay, gloves are good. That's good, because she has a waist thingy, I believe. A sachet. A sash? A sash? I don't know. What's it called? Oh. Good. Approved. So, it seems like whatever is controlling these things is trying to convince us to leave for whatever reason. Saying Sylvia's already dead, but do we believe them? That's the real question. Do we believe whatever is telling us that? Approved. We need to get more of the ampersand symbols. I haven't seen one in a hot minute. This is normal. Visually. Data, audio. Good, good. 56811. Yep. It is nice, though, like, as I'm figuring this balance out, I want to have some more time to, you know, start uploading to Super Big Gaming again and really improving the stream. That's a big goal for me in 2026, is I really want to improve the stream. My stream hasn't really had much growth, and that's because, you know, that's really my fault. I haven't, I've been focusing only on the main channel, and I haven't been putting real time into improving the stream in meaningful ways. So, there we go. Got another symbol. And streaming is a totally different ballgame from the videos. So, I don't know. I think I'd like to spend more time doing that. Is this normal in the middle here? Is this normal in the middle here? Oh, crap. I'm going to reject costume because I don't recognize that. Okay, well, there is a line in the middle. Let's see where we return. Do they make us start the entire experience over again? Or are we just cooked instantaneously? Whoa! I got something wrong? Who's this? Oh, Snow White got me. What the... Okay, I'm gonna go with physical. You know what? Maybe she's just feeling a little silly. You know? Might not be a defect, just feeling a little silly.
I can bring her back.
Oh.
Not as a human, perhaps, but not as one of those things either. I can restore her to you as something even better than human.
Are they talking about Sylvia? Like they're gonna transform Sylvia into one of these animatronics? And who is that talking? We're still on day 3, and the game does let you continue from the beginning of the day you died on, but they carry over the death, so I still only have one chance as we continue this. Definitely creates a tense scenario here. Oh! I keep failing. Who was this? Huh? This was killed by Cinderella. Come on, Cinderella.
You have a choice
What? What choice? Are you talking about with the symbols? Well, I've made my choice so far. That would be an audio reject. And 3 of you have killed me already, first of all, which isn't very nice, and I really don't like it, but I'm making my choice. I see this F symbol right here. I make a physical rejection, and we're moving forward. Ooh. William Afton? Purple guy? Is that you? Oh, wait. Why am I even checking this? It's an audio rejection. I love how expanded they made the audios in this. Okay. We've gotten, like, 3 of these, by the way, recently. So they heard my cries for help. And we are on track to get that ending still. Day 3 should be almost done. Okay, her eyes are a little closed here, so we'll go physical rejection. I'm really hoping I don't make a mistake at the last minute. I keep getting tripped up on this necklace for some reason. Like, there's a smaller one that has tripped me up like twice already. But this looks completely fine. Okay, singing. That looks good. We've also gotten a ton of data errors, too. Oh, like right there. Okay. Data rejection. That stuff is easy to miss when you're doing so many of them back to back. And now she has sleeves. Costume error. Okay. Okay, we did it. Thank God. No mistakes. I can only make one more mistake, but this should be the final day. Okay, here we go. I don't know what's real and what isn't anymore. All these voices, all these strange visions. Are they from the past, the present, both? Are they just my imagination? Am I going insane? Will I ever be able to escape? Day 4. The latest pamphlet says, congratulations, you're now qualified to start approving all 4 types of animatronics. We've got one more to introduce you to, Snow White. Okay. So that was a glitch then when we got killed by Snow White before she was even there. That's okay. Familiarize yourself with her now and prepare for your most challenging day of work yet. We know you'll do splendidly. And here is Snow White. Okay. A bit more complicated. There's bracelet sleeves, one of these creases. This is definitely more complicated. There's a line down the middle. Okay. This is going to be a little challenging. Approve. Let's see how well we can do on a first attempt. We still have to make the symbol thing. Hello. I'm going to go ahead and go with the physical rejection. Right. Hello? Was that... I didn't accidentally hit approve, did I? Whoa. I am still real? I am still real? What's going on? Hello? I still don't know what happened the last time. I am still real. Are they talking about Sylvia? Okay, this is fine. I feel like day 4 is about to get real weird. Real weird. It's going to be okay, Ben. Okay. Data rejection. And here she go again. I'll do a costume rejection. Remember, we're only approving the ampersand symbols. And this looks completely normal. This looks completely normal. That's good. Good. Approve. Right? Okay, good. Oh my God, that was taking forever. I was getting nervous. Costume rejection. I wish we didn't have to wait for the database entry to slide through, like when we know. What happened to your skin? You got the reptile, the T virus from Resident Evil. This is a physical rejection for sure. Right. Ampersand we can approve. See, I can't click this yet until that slides. There we go. This looks fine. I'm starting to get actually really nervous because I only have one mistake. I made so many mistakes that first day. I didn't know how it worked. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. Everything is... No, she's supposed to have a necklace. Costume reject. She definitely has a necklace. I was right. See? I was right. It's the little details that get you this far in the game. It is.
Ghosts in the machine. That's what you think this is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
If only it were that simple. I wish so very much that I were only a ghost.
Oh, that's them kind of being like, hey, this isn't like Five Nights at Freddy's. This isn't like FNAF at Freddy's featuring Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles and Shadow. So then what's going on here? What is the truth about this story? This looks fine. Okay, I think there are a lot more rejections as the days go on, but that looks fine to me. I'm also curious, friends. I'd love to know, what is the worst job you've ever had? You want to talk about a bad job? It's this one right here in the Princess Factory. What is the worst job you've ever had? I've had some interesting jobs. I did landscaping early on in my life. And then, well, I worked at a landscaping place. And then I also worked at a GNC for like 3 years. And that was interesting. You meet some very interesting people working customer service at GNC. For those of you that don't know, it's General Nutrition Store. It's like a vitamin and supplement shop. Let me take a look. 215, 429, 215. Okay, good. Everything looks good. And man, you meet some interesting people. Certainly not a high traffic store. So I remember there was one day I brought my Switch in and I was playing the Switch the year it came out with customers because it was so slow. Even on Black Friday it'd be slow. But yeah. Customer service.
The dwarves' unholy ritual had succeeded. Or had it? The love which had always shone from Snow White's eyes was now replaced by a cold hatred.
What?
In attempting to bring her back from the dead, they had only created an entirely different creature.
The dwarves did a ritual?
Whose very blood was replaced by the Queen's poison flowing through its veins.
They're talking about Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. They did a ritual to bring her back? What on earth? This story really is... Wait. Were these real princesses? From a time? I don't know. Now I'm really confused. Everything looks good. I'm approving. Now I'm real confused. I don't know. I don't want to say GNC was my worst job because it's nowhere near as bad as what a lot of jobs are. But, working customer service, I'm sure many of you can relate. It's got some very unsavory aspects to it. People just kind of treat you almost like you're not a human being sometimes. And that was kind of frustrating for me when I was working there. It didn't happen a lot, but when it did happen, it was frustrating. So, I think if you can, when you're at a job that you're not thrilled to be at, you gotta focus on the little things to really get by day and make things less strenuous and less difficult on you mentally and physically. You really gotta focus on the little things, the little joys you can take from it. Because on some days, that's all you got. We're moving and grooving, though. I'm feeling good about where we're at. This looks fine. Is that so? How about you keep that to yourself, and I'll worry about her. Audio rejection. Here we go. Okay, physically looks fine. I'm becoming a pro at this, guys. They're gonna hire me at FNAF at Frederick's. Audio rejection. I'm gonna be the next guy and... Ooh! We did it. The exit. I don't even know why I bothered checking it again, but it's open now. Is this it? Can I finally leave? Or is something worse waiting for me outside? Okay. All that time, all that work, and I didn't find out anything. Nothing that could help me, at least. Katie's still out there. I can feel it. I know she's still alive somehow. Wait, was Katie who we were looking for? Who was Sylvia? I think I mixed up the names. I have to keep trying until I find her. We got Ben's ending. Okay. Clearly, there are more endings to get, and I'm going to do my best to get them. Okay, I'm on day 4, and I've approved 9 of these so far, so this is going to be the 10th, and I think once we wrap up day 4, that should be a new ending? I made no mistake this run. Good God, I was cooking. The exit. I don't even know why I bothered to check it again, but it's open now. Is this it? Can I finally leave, or is something worse waiting for me outside?
Well done. It's time to leave this place. Unfortunately, given that I'm only a disembodied voice, you're going to have to help me a little more. I'm afraid this will be momentarily unpleasant, but if you want your sister back, it's the only way. I need a physical form, not something that's in any way linked to Azora's power. The creatures in this place simply won't do. And so that leaves, well, I'm sure you understand.
Uh-oh, that leaves us.
I assure you, though, I am a woman of my word. I will save your sister, and I will give you back control of your body. Eventually. There are a few matters I must see to first. Now please, hold still.
Okay. So this kind of reveals a little more about the actual story. It says Paul tried to warn you for the achievement. Unlock the Sylvia ending. Okay. So it seems like 2 gods are involved, or 2 like entities of some kind were involved in the creation of these creatures or these animatronic princesses, and 2 of the endings involve catering to one or the other. I guess the other path is going to be Azura, so we'll see. Whoa! What just happened? Okay. I've never seen a unique animation before when I've gotten one wrong. That was crazy. Ooh. That might be my favorite of the death animations. Very interesting stuff. I think we just saw all of them. I wanted to go through and make sure I had the achievements for all of the different death animations. That was the last one I needed. Yeah, see, this note right here says there are 2 monsters here. They want different things, but they're both monsters. Don't listen to them. I think that's how to get the final ending, because there are 4 endings in this game according to the achievements. We have to reject all of the symbols, but let's take things one step at a time. Whoa, I haven't seen this one before. Good God, looks like a work of modern art, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and say a physical rejection, though. Unfortunately for you, Snow White. Okay, and this one is also new. What on earth was this princess doing like 2 minutes ago? I think that would be considered a costume failure, though, because it got on the gloves and not on her skin. Whoa! What's going on day 4? Hello? You help yourself to a nice snack, and your eyes are also red as well. I'm surprised, because, like, I've played through this game many times at this point, and I'm surprised at how many new ones I'm seeing just now. It's kind of incredible, to be honest. Did I make... Oh, okay, I did. I got it.
I give you my greatest gift.
Who is this?
Freedom from the
Azura.
curse of reality.
That's Azura? What's happened to me?
The closest thing to death you'll ever have. You're even worse off than me. No voice, no sound, just words. You should have listened to me.
What do I do now?
Nothing. You just exist forever. But don't feel too badly now that you've let her out. There won't be a world left to go back to anyway.
Okay, so I think I'm understanding things a little better now. So what's happening here is we're Ben and we're looking for Katie. The two entities are Sylvia, the person who created these animatronics and was part of the park's creation in the first place, Sylvia Deverell, and Azura, some sort of a god that Sylvia must have made a deal with at some point in order to have the ability to make these unbelievably advanced animatronics. So Sylvia's soul still exists in this area somehow, and the two symbols are Sylvia and Azura fighting over us as we maneuver through here. So in one ending, Sylvia gets her way and we give her a new physical form temporarily, although I'm a bit skeptical on that. And then the other is we accidentally follow Azura, and of course that is probably a fate worse than death. We just exist as one of these, either just a soul floating in the nothing or one of these things. Now let's see what happens if we reject every symbol during a playthrough. Oh, wait a minute, the story's changed a bit on the 4th day after we reject everything. Congratulations, you're now qualified to start approving all 4 types of animatronics. You've got one more to introduce you to, Snow White. Okay, we know that. Wait, there's another note. How can this is Katie's handwriting. Thank you for not helping them, Ben. You haven't given them enough power, so neither of them can break free. I think I know how to stop all of this, for good. I can't explain everything, it would take too long, but this book has more power than you would ever expect. The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. That monster Azura, the one who started all of this, she came out of a book. The Octavorum? And this book that I'm giving you has the power to destroy her. All you have to do is approve it. Don't report it as an anomaly, then the system won't flag it and will recycle it instead of throwing it away. Once it's in the factory system, it will start to work, and by the end of the day, things are going to be very different. You'll know when it's time to go. Whatever you do, don't stop, and don't look back. I love you, Ben. Okay, so we need to approve the book. That's all we need to do. All you have to do is approve it. Okay, so this is the book, The Adventures of Pinocchio. Does anything change? I literally just need to hit approve here. So what happens? Does anything change?
Animation, in my opinion, is simply settling for a flat, childish reality that can never properly reflect what's in my mind, my soul. I need something with substance, something that breathes.
That's Sylvia.
Does that answer your question?
Oh, okay. Is that kind of why Sylvia ended up making that deal with Azura to create these things? She was dreaming of something bigger than just animation? Okay, did I get the ending? The exit, I don't even know why I bothered checking it again.
Thank you, Ben. Goodbye.
It's Katie. Did the book work? What happened? I got out of the factory in the nick of time just before it imploded into a crater. Okay, that's what that noise was. I still don't know how that book could be responsible. It looked just like an ordinary copy of Pinocchio. Katie's gone. I can sense it. I came back here in the first place because I felt that she was still alive, but now that feeling's gone. Strangely, though, I have a sense of peace. It's over now. She's free. I know it. There's nothing left of the factory now, just rubble, but something still worries me. That book, the one Azura came from, it's called the Octavorum. I did some research on that name. It means of the eight. Maybe she's gone for good, but what if she's not the only one of her kind out there? And what do the other 7 want with our world? Is this teasing a follow-up? Interesting. Okay. Could be teasing a follow-up. Okay, friends, that is The Princess Factory. Very cool story, and they greatly expanded on the awesome concept that the free version that came out months ago started. I loved this version of the game. I think it's brilliant, and I love how the story is told both through the dialogue in between the days, as well as some of the notes and some of the things the princesses are saying. Very cool stuff here. I'd love to know your thoughts on the game as well. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys very much. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.